Innovation ecosystems I define as a place or a system where you gather together the main stakeholders in a system you are looking at. In the food system ecosystem, we in Latin America, we do industry, venture capital, academy, institute of research, government, very important as a catalyst of this ecosystem, and also entrepreneurs. So it's a place where you solve your challenge together, involving everyone in the solution. Is very opposed to the silos that we used to work before. Look, I believe, as I've been managing companies for quite some times, I believe that the companies in the future will compete within the ecosystem. They will not compete one-to-one. They will compete in the ecosystem. Those that choose the best ecosystem and contribute to this ecosystem, you'll be the winners in my vision. It's a big move. And in Latin America, big companies, multinational companies, are really looking at very strongly now because they notice it, they realize that they cannot go fast as the market demand with the solutions. So they kind of gave it up to be too much internally. They put their head outside of the companies and say, let's listen what is going on. I can move in these two silos and get the connection and to be the amalgam to this. The industry now wants to get close to the academy, and the academy has no money anymore to develop the research. They say, okay, let's go close to the industry, but they don't talk the same language. So the Food Tech Hub is the liaison between academy and industry to foster, to boost open innovation. So it's a fundamental role in this ecosystem, and the way you understand what's the need and get these people to talk and produce something. I get a call every week from industry, every week from academy. So the Food Tech Hub could help us how to get close each other and manage, sometimes even manage the open innovation project, let's say like this, because you can adapt the language. We form this ecosystem to boost open innovation and food techs to add value for Brazil and Latin America in this food system. We have a strong ag business. We need to put Brazil and Latin America with this strong biodiversity we have, adding value in the system. If you don't organize this, we are going to continue to be the same commodities, soya, corn, and so on. But take ingredients. Everybody's talking about health, new ingredients. Where can you find the biodiversity in the world? 20% is here in Brazil. So why we are not producing new ingredients every day in Brazil? Break the silence, disrupt the ideas, make everybody aware that we can do it. We have a great researchers, companies, and we have money. We are building the ecosystem in Latin America physically still. Of course, the companies there are involved in the project. They could easily do themselves inside the home, easily. because money is not the problem for big multinationals that want to be in the edge in the future. It's not like it's the model is the problem today. So again, the model has changed, and the company has to follow the model that the market is pressing to. It's very clear. Open innovation through the ecosystem. You have a closed innovation, and then you move to open innovation, and now ecosystem. A lot of dots connecting. I used to say you cannot be jealous in this ecosystem model because someone is much better than you, but doesn't matter. What matters is what the result you get in the end. Our model for the future is we are going to have a centralized hub here in Campinas, close to São Paulo. Campinas is a place where we have the food engineering university, very well reliable. The TAL, the Food Tech Institute as well, close to international airport. So it's is the location. We are going to build there. And for the next years, we are going to build regional, small hubs, one in the northeast of Brazil, one in the south, one in the center, to get all these initiatives in the northeast with fruits and vegetables, in the center with the soya being and put value in these chains. So we cannot be only in Campinas. You have to have small ones connecting and talking. And this central connect to the world as we are building this navigator ecosystem, which is one of the bright idea I've seen in the last years. I mean, how to get this. This year, we are going to expand to Argentina, Colombia, and Mexico. Colombia will take care of Ecuador, Peru. Argentina will take care of Chile and Uruguay, and Mexico and Central America. So the same concept, how to get this biodiversity and knowledge in one place in an organized way and get the maximum of it. Big companies, multinational companies, they are in Latin America. They are not only in Brazil. They have a business in Argentina, Colombia, or Mexico. So it's a kind of demand from them as well. We need also to develop the venture capital looking at the food tax. Again, the fund, we have a very well-developed private equity and venture capital funds in Brazil, very well. Most of it looking agri-tax, health tax, fintechs, and whatever tax, but not food tax. We need to develop the market for them, and that give them the understanding that is a new business, but in the end, if you take the right choice for the startup, you can make a lot of money if you really solve a big problem. So it is a construction in Latin America, based in Brazil with the Food Tech Hub. Gladly, in the last 2 years, we succeed to at least give the awareness to the market that this food tech business is important. So that is where we are now. I have a very strong connection to this private equity. I sent to them. So it's a kind of teaching them how to look at the food tech business, because they are used to look in one way, you have to look in another way. Huh? Mindset of the stakeholders. And I think it is an opportunity to learn how to work differently. If we have this mindset and behavior, collaboration, with one aim to boost innovation indeed, and serve the market with good products affordable, healthy. That's what it will drive the future. So it is some component. There are some components important, but for me, is the behavior, the mindset has to be changed. And say, I use an example, say, it is not difficult because Linux, you remember Linux, big platform, open innovation. So nobody was worried about who is doing what. So we have bigger, in the food industry, it's more difficult because you have this conflict of interest and, competition and so on. But everybody is looking, example, plant-based. So you can have a basic research to everyone, and then from there you can do it yourself. But if you don't have this mindset that this base financed by the ecosystem, support by the ecosystem, you benefit all, then you go to the silo. Then, I'm a very critical person. And one of my complaints, let's say like this, is to say how Brazil cannot release at least 20 disruptive food products every year. Not one, 20. There are countries say we are food nation. I respect because they are really disruptive. But we can do. So KPI is what you produce, what the market is buying. For me, the KPI, buy affordable, buy that people access to your products with health. So one KPI is this. It's not a paper you produce in the academy, put in your drawer, and then stay there forever, nice. No. So this one thing. The other KPI is how many people are you educating to innovate for the future? This education system that we have today is wrong. We need to build another one and say that's one KPI. Say if you 10 years from now you look in your database, say I need an innovation guy for this, or I have 10 for you. But today you lose it, you have no one thinking about innovating. Yeah? This is another KPI. And in the end, it's the bottom line of the company. Bottom line, money, innovating is not a dream, it's a business. That's why you need the ecosystem as a business. We have all the opportunity, not a cliche, but we have all the opportunity to do something that our generation couldn't do because we were too much worried about small things. In building up an ecosystem like this to really innovate for consumer, sustainable consumption, all this is an opportunity of a lifetime. So I say that for me, it's the best. I have done something in my life. It's the best time in my life because I connect to everyone. I learn every day. Every day I learn something. So that's what I want to say. Let's get motivated with methodology, ecosystem working to the future.